Thank you, Father, for your testimony today. Are there any questions for this witness?
Just one.
Senator Thomas.
Father, thank you for your testimony. We've had 11,000 deaths, 11,500, somewhere in that number. And we started out with a few, and it just continued to grow and grow and grow. And do you believe that the virus was the cause of those deaths?
Through the chair, Senator Thomas, I appreciate the question. Yes, 11.7 thousand deaths so far as of yesterday. And yes, I do believe COVID caused many deaths. There's no doubt about that. I understood that back in March when I myself was trying to form a judgment on how to properly deal with this for the parish. And clearly, you could see many nursing homes had dozens of deaths, especially when it started out in Seattle. There's no, in my mind, no arguing that point. However, there is a difference between saying that COVID is serious and saying that we have dealt with it the right way. If a doctor says to you, you have cancer, lung cancer, and therefore I need to amputate your leg, and you say, no, doctor, I don't think my leg needs amputated, and the doctor says, then you're in denial that you have lung cancer. That is not true. I do not deny the seriousness of COVID. I do not deny that many are vulnerable. What I do deny is that it has been dealt with correctly. I deny that the vulnerable have been actually protected when in reality they have not. And the governor, when he was asked about the nursing home numbers when they finally came out in April, he didn't even answer the question. He said, well, all numbers are important. Let's talk about Earth Day. That is irresponsible, and that is what I deny, is that it has been dealt with correctly.
Madam Chair, real quick follow-up, and then I'll finish. Yeah. So we know that the virus has killed 11,793 people, according to the data. So you don't think that if we had not put the measures in place that we have now, we know that the virus would have killed 11,793 with the measures that we have in place. Don't you think that if we did not have put the measures in place, we're wearing masks to help stop the slow spread of the virus, don't you think that that number would be a lot much higher as opposed to where it is now, without the folks running around without wearing masks and things of that nature?
Madam Chair, through the chair, Senator Thomas, to clarify, I don't believe that all the deaths, 11.7, were COVID, because I do believe some are counted COVID even simply because of a positive test, and they may not medically actually be caused by it. Others are. But, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to recall the rest of your question here.
It was centered around...
Oh, whether it would have been worse if we had not done it.
Yeah.
And I think the answer to that is in my testimony. If you look at Sweden, where they did not do those measures, we have the same death count, nearly equal in population, same death count. In fact, we caught up to them by thousands of deaths in the fall. And you look at Czechoslovakia, where the Czech Republic, where they did mask from the very beginning, and they have 17,000 deaths. I think it is naive to look at the difference in death counts and just say, well, it's because we did masks or we didn't do masks or that. And in fact, that's what Dr. Thomas said. So, no, I do not think deaths would have been worse if we had not done the masks.
Okay, thank you.
Senator Craig.
Thank you very much, Father, for your testimony today. I am clergy. The church that I have a privilege of being an associate, we have over 5,000 people. And what we've decided, not only to wear a mask, but we've been Zooming as long as this has been going on, because we have a number of seniors, we have a number of children, We have a number of family members. My question is this: do you think that we acted in a responsible way? Because we care about the lives. We've been at church, we've been funerals whenever we've held them there, observing the medical protocols and the science, and collaborated with other clergy around this city. In fact, the Association of African American Churches has done so, many of them. Do you think that we have, in light, we care about lives, have acted responsibly in the way that we've handled this, the pandemic, sir?
Through the chair, Senator Craig, thank you for the question. I don't know in detail all of the things that you have done, so I really can't comment on that. The only one that you've mentioned is going to Zoom for some and masks. Certainly, I have parishioners that watch online various masses that are live streamed around the country, and that's their choice. As far as the masks, I think, as the Center for Infectious Disease Research and Policy has pointed out, it gives people a false sense of security because they think that it protects them when they're in that group, in that gathering, when in reality, the reality is if you're in a large room full of people and somebody is sick, it's likely others are going to get sick, mask or no mask. So, no, I don't believe the masks are a responsible measure because the science has not supported it.
Thank you.
Any further questions for the witness? Seeing none, thank you, Father, for your testimony.